have this one?
No.
Okay.
No, the Spanish one,
Tu hablas?
the actual Spanish one did way better on YouTube
than the AI one.
Yeah. So we had Bryson and Jackson do a Spanish scene yesterday, and I had this brilliant idea to have them do it in Spanish and then run it through AI to see what it would translate to. But I couldn't find a good one. The program that I have only translates it to two other languages, not English, which is kind of weird. So the one I found was super bad. It was like, "You are my wife. Pretty, chile."
Sounds great.
Didn't do well. But then people were like, "Can you post this without the AI?" And then all these people, like a bunch of Spanish-speaking folks, like thought it was really cool.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Tu
On
hablas
YouTube.
español?
On YouTube.
YouTube Shorts, yeah. it takes
Jackson?
on-
Shorts.
Tu hablas español?
See.
No mucho.
No mucho. Es
And then someone said,
pequeño.
I don't know the word, but they're like, moleta means bag. Maleta means this. Like you kept saying, like, were you trying to say like
So there was backpack, and then there was bag, and I was like mochila, and
then
maleta.
crutch. One of them is crutch.
Really?
Yes.
Did I say crutch?
So I thought it was fun. It made me laugh.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm not the greatest at Spanish.
I don't speak it either. I speak Portuguese.
No.
Okay.
Portuguese.
We're live.
Whoa!
Hello and welcome to Improv Every Day with Zach A at ImprovBroadway. I'm Zach A and I'm joined with some of my best improv buddies, the Pillsbury Doughboys' nephew, Jackson Holiday.
Hello, I'm just a little skinnier.
And
It actually works.
and half good at bird noises, Adam Browd.
Caca.
So we're going to play some improv, and we're going to start off with a brand new game that I just made up on the way here.
Oh, nice.
I love it. I love
It's
it.
called distracted driving.
This game's called Ding Dong. What's going to happen is one of you is going to start in a scene in a home with a suggestion that I give. Any point that I yell Ding Dong, that means someone new is at the door. And I can say Ding Dong as many times as I want, and a new person is at the door, and you'll have to justify all these characters.
Okay.
We'll see how this works. All right, Adam, the suggestion for you is you are organizing a Tupperware party. Whenever you're ready, take it away.
Jeez, I can finally come out of my own personal Tupperware for the party.
Ding Dong.
Oh, Janice.
Hello there. You have taken too much of my Tupperware, boy. I need it for my grits.
Janice, please put down the Marlboros.
I will not.
Ding Dong.
Oh, sorry, 1 second. There's someone right behind you. I don't know why they even rang the doorbell.
Oh, who is it?
Oh, it's Peter, it looks like.
Peter.
He's like a Pokemon. He only says his name most of the time.
Peter.
Peter, it's okay. Please come in. I've actually saved a seat just over there by the queso.
Peter, stop playing with the Tupperware. I need that for my grits.
Peter.
Janice. Okay, please. You two converse over by the queso. I'm going to answer this.
All right, but I'm not done with you yet.
Have some grits. Okay, please not in the house. Hey, hello. It's been so long.
Oh, yeah, it has. I'm sorry that I came here naked, but I just needed to.
Well, you're a baby. What else are you going to do, right?
I know. My bottle, Tupperware bottle, just for me.
Yeah, absolutely. The most eloquent baby in the world. Please, enter in.
All right. Crawling on all fours.
Yeah, I love the way that you narrate your life. Ding dong. Okay, you go. Hold on. 1 second. It might be your mother. Let me go check. She, ironically, can't say a word. Let's see. It's her!
Ding Dong.
But right behind her, Sasquatch himself?
It's me, Sasquatch Man.
Sasquatch, please put down the Marlboros.
I can't. I came here for Janice. I'm in love with her.
Ding Dong.
Okay, please, if you could just enter and we got one more person
Hello,
coming.
sir. It's me, the Gestapo.
Okay, you weren't invited. Can you please go back home? Right behind you.
Man, I just love pressing this Ring doorbell.
Ding Dong.
Oh,
Ding Dong. Ding Dong.
sorry, there's a barbershop quartet just waiting right behind you. If you could.
Hello.
Wait a sec. You all have the same body, but 4 heads?
Ding Dong.
Matthew, it's been years.
Yes.
You come.
I came away from Jesus, and
Ding dong.
You know what? You're not invited anymore. No man of mine who comes away from Jesus.
Awesome.
was that how it was supposed to work? I was supposed to be all the
thinking
characters.
that you would kind of take turns a little bit.
I thought I was too, but then I was like, I guess here we go.
I thought it would too until we were playing it, and then
I'm happy with my role. I'm happy to say, and you are?
I'm pretty good at it. Caw.
That was a pretty Jackson-intensive game, so we're going to make...
Oh yeah, what do you mean?
You think coming up with first names is gonna
Bill,
be easy
Bob.
skill?
Janet. So we're gonna give you an improv challenge. This is an improv challenge I called Insecure Stand Up.
Okay.
And here's how it works. You're gonna improvise some stand up based off of a suggestion that I give you. However, if me or Jackson heckle you at all, you need to change your stand up to try to appease us in the moment.
Okay.
The audience is always right.
Okay. That's definitely not stand up. No berating you into silence. Gotcha.
So the suggestion for your scene is airplane food.
Airplane food.
Yeah.
A classic. Good. So I was the uncreative one in the last game. Sorry, you haven't started
The name, for
heckling
your
already.
name, the name for your game is Bill. Take it away. Interpret that however you want.
Fool.
No, it's airplane food. Take
Airplane food. Oh, the other day I was up on the airplane and they offered me that same old Salisbury steak that I swear they've had since the 80s, right?
Jeez, he hates the British people.
And
It's Salisbury.
no, sorry. I can understand what you're saying. Absolutely. This one was actually from Texas to Salisbury, not Salisbury. But that's a good point. I think that's really excellent. It makes me think of my cousins, actually, who I have in England, who their teeth are ironically perfect, and mine are the ones that are messed up. Isn't that funny? That, like, I could go over there for dental care, and they could come over here.
Wow, you can just travel to Europe, no problem. Deep pockets.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I could go there.
Jeez,
They have to put on my braces through Zoom instead. I'm not actually able to afford the plane ticket. Sir, what do you do for work?
I host Tupperware parties.
Oh, that's wonderful. Do you ever have too many guests show up and you're like, I can't really remember all their names, but I'm gonna go for it.
Wow, he's
anyway.
really making the audience feel uncomfortable.
Jeez, and he's alienating. He's
Maybe
just
you
talking
guys-
to you. He's not talking to us.
Whose turn is it? Do you guys want to turn? Maybe instead to come up on the mic?
Oh, wow, he's not confident enough to do it all by himself.
Because
What do you need? What do you need? A talking stick?
No. I love being up here. I just think you guys are so good.
Wow, he keeps
and
pointing
so
us out
funny.
a ton.
Jeez.
It's like he has nothing
The
to
people
say.
right behind you, I meant. The people right behind
The
you.
people
are
right
so
behind
Those two people
funny.
are asleep.
Yeah. They're really good at it. It's pretty classic comedy to be asleep during another person's
Oh,
set.
wow, he's making us feel real low about ourselves.
Yeah, one of those
Anyway.
people are my dad. Come on, man.
And the other guy's my other dad.
I only have compliments for them, and I shouldn't have done that. That's a good point. I shouldn't have
Wow, this
complimented
guy
them.
can't stand his ground.
Are you gonna just keep
You ever
pointing
know
it out?
Florida gun laws are pretty cool? How you can
Wow,
stand
way to get
any
political
ground.
so fast.
Okay.
Wow, what are you gonna do? A Trump joke next?
And Biden, he is an individual. You ever notice that about the president?
Ellipses much? It's his
frequently
favorite
people.
punctuation of 3 periods.
So I never had my period growing up. Let's talk about that
Wow.
for a little bit.
Master of segues.
Jeez, you
The
know,
guy
just
who invented
cultural
segways
appropriation of women's struggles.
died on a Segway. Isn't that interesting? The man who invented Segways died on a Segway, just like I'm dying on stage during this segment. Amazing.
Wow, way to just like make terminally ill people feel bad about themselves.
Yeah. People die all the time. Bringing
Yeah,
up
people
dead
die all
people.
the time. Yeah.
Wow.
What the heck?
And I love it. Or don't.
You love dead
Depending-
people?
Yeah, I love and
Necrophiliac?
live. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Felt like you were into it, so me too.
What do you think of that one, Adam?
Don't like it. Don't like it in the slightest.
I don't like it either. I
This
feel
game is
bad.
called Take All Your Comedic Instincts you've honed over years of stand-up.
And
Don't
throw it
use
out
them.
the window.
Don't use any of them.
Most of the time, people like they hit back at the audience, but if they were accommodating, you're like, you're right, I shouldn't joke about this. Like that could be a good stand-up special.
Sometimes those,
You're right. Next joke.
Sometimes those like heckler videos on YouTube and stuff, they're just not even like actually like not like they're not even clever or anything. They're just mean to the other people.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just
Yeah.
like that's why sometimes when people tell me they're stand-up comedians, I'm like, oh, you're just mean. You know?
I like the ones where it's just repeated, whatever the heckler says, where it's
Yeah.
like, so, what do you do for work? I'm a part-time nanny. You're a part-time nanny?
Oh my gosh, the Matt Rife.
Yeah,
Matt
I only
Rife
have to
formula.
keep track of the kids from 9 to noon. You're only with the kids from 9 to noon. That's it? That's the only time?
3 hours?
It's just live action.
Do you like that job? It's pretty good. I'm sure it's pretty good.
It's basically live action reaction videos.
That's
It's like,
all it
that dude
is.
jumped off a fence. Like, yeah, we just saw it. You're
Yeah.
just saying what he did.
Yeah. Comedy.
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 Awesome. We're gonna lift up the mood with a compliment off. What's gonna happen?
You're really good at those.
Well, I'm not giving any. It's just you two.
I'm gonna get so awkward.
So you're gonna so you have to compliment each other
Yeah,
one at
yeah.
a time. But I'm gonna insist that it's done in rhyme.
Oh.
And rhyme.
In rhyme.
So whenever you're ready, Jackson, compliment Adam and go back and forth.
Adam, your stand-up bit is superb.
Now rhyme.
Oh, I have to rhyme
Yeah.
with myself. I was just gonna give him a hard rhyme.
We're gonna call this.
So you gave yourself a hard rhyme.
Yeah.
New name for the game. Compliments.
Adam, your stand-up is superb. It's funnier, more eccentric than Phineas and Ferb.
Thank you. It's the review I hope for. Jackson, your hair is in places hardly there. But truly you take care. Because it shines so well from here to there.
All your comedy instincts.
Adam, your mustache awesome. Your hair is so long. And when I think of you late at night, I can never go wrong.
Good. Jackson, you're kind and a friend to all. Behind me, I'd rather have no one else catching me in a trust fall.
Oh, that was precious.
Just for you. Sweetie boy. That's what I call him.
Sweetie boy Jackson. Adam, your compliments are like a Tokyo Drift skirt. I just wish that we were in a 2-man shirt.
I like that because it pretends that in the world there are just existing 2-man shirts that you could easily purchase. We all are wearing.
Like couples wear.
Yeah.
A marital couple shirt.
I've been looking for my second person for my 2-man shirt, and I found it in you. Jackson, you're silly, and it seems you never keep it too real, which is fun. I love how sometimes I'm like, did this come out of left field? I think it's very fun.
Adam, you are organized, and the people you work over, you would never tax. You know that one scene in Shrek where he makes a candle out of his earwax?
Oh, yeah. I do.
Yeah, I want that from you.
Thank you. Jackson, you're fit, and I'm impressed when you flex. Go ahead, take off your shirt. Show them your pecs.
Adam, man, you just got shoes that hide your toes. I bet if you weren't married, you would pull all of. Oh no!
What would I pull?
No, dang it! I can't say. ladies to and fro's.
Oh, nice. Jackson, someone like you, there is no other. I think of you almost as though you're my brother.
Oh.
Sounds just sweet. Not even funny.
Not even funny.
Not even funny.
Adam,
It's just stupid. It's just a stupid compliment.
stupid compliment that'll make me feel good one day. Adam, hilarious, funny, charming, with a wit. You write good stand-up. You got good bits.
Oh,
Yeah, that was just sweet.
Jackson, look at you.
What,
You're so handsome.
wow.
All the girls, when they see you, they all be like, dang, son.
And scene. Oh, do you feel better after all the? Do you feel better now?
I feel great.
That was wonderful.
You know,
It was like an emotional facial, whatever, when they like the chemical peel. It just tore away all the crusty bad bits and replaced it with rhymes.
right. It's like after you get a sunburn and you're
Yeah.
just like pulling off that dead skin.
Oh my gosh! Did I tell you about my foot mask experience?
No.
So for Father's Day, my girls got me a foot mask. I'd never heard of this.
Yeah, I don't know what
It's
this
a
is.
plastic sock. You
Okay.
put a chemical solution in it, and you put your feet in there for an hour. And I thought like, oh, maybe it would like peel off or whatever, because you don't notice anything for a week. And then a week came in, I'm like, oh, it's starting to like peel off a little bit, like some of my dead skin.
Okay.
And then for the next 2 weeks after, I basically had leprosy on my feet.
no.
And it was like Pangea parting, where like deep parts of skin were going off. And so they were always flaking, always going. But the climax of the story is my feet were the smoothest they had been since I was 10 years old.
Oh, you feel like it was still a net positive?
It was still, I mean,
Did it hurt?
at the end, if I could skip right to the end, absolutely. It was the softest, my feet, uncalloused, smooth. It didn't hurt at all.
It didn't hurt.
Part of the gross part of me was very satisfying. It was very satisfying to like do it's like a healthy sunburn peel. But the nasty part is like can't wear sandals. It was flaking for like weeks.
So, but like when you would take off the socks, would there just be like a bunch of Zach skin in there?
No, it would flare up when I take a shower. So it just kind of like settled back in. I'm like, oh, maybe it's done. And then I take a shower, and then it would clearly show the parts that need to like peel off.
I don't really understand the appeal of smooth feet, to be honest.
The appeal.
I mean, just
Hey,
I mean, better than rough, calloused feet.
why? Because you got to walk on them.
I know, but when you're snuggling with Boo Bear, it's just like, ooh, your feet. Ah.
Ooh, I like a nice sandpaper against the skin.
I've never found anything attractive about feet.
Ever?
Ever. No. I think they're disgusting.
Say one compliment about feet in rhyme.
Look at those dogs. They're good enough to eat. Oh shoot, I forgot. Them's your feet.
Nice.
Here's my weird thing about feet. I'm not attracted to feet in any way. But,
Not weird.
like,
You'll get a foot pick.
no. Let me finish. But feet are one of the biggest determining factors of whether or not I'm attracted to somebody. So it will not be a positive for you, but it will be a negative for you.
Feels like you're just not willing to admit something to yourself.
But that's it. I'm like, I've never looked at a feet pic. I've never been like, I wonder what it's always. So here's what it is. So I have a curved second toe, and no one told me it was ugly, but it was one of those things when you're a kid, you're like, this is ugly, and everyone knows it's ugly, and I can never tell anybody, and I have to wear socks in the jacuzzi as a high schooler because no one can know my secret.
Fun.
Socks in the jacuzzi. Wait. Really?
Yeah.
Subscribe. $5 to our Patreon. Get a pic of Zach's
But
feet.
anyway, so because that's one of my biggest insecurities. I've
Yeah.
projected that onto the people that like I consider
I can
romantic
see
partners.
that.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of people with gaps in their teeth.
Really?
And I have a massive gap in
You're
my
like,
teeth.
that's my thing.
Yeah.
But you like your gap tooth.
I have a little gap.
That doesn't really.
It
it's
used
not
to be
enough.
bigger. It used to. I could fit my lips in it. Just,
But Adam, you're proud of your gap tooth. You like it? It's part of your brand. It's part of
Yeah,
your
I
look?
think it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like
someone
when I
else
see it
has
in
it.
someone else, I'm like, ooh, I'm attractive immediately.
Idiot.
Yeah.
wait,
It's my crooked toe.
Yeah.
my crooked
Well, I
toe.
don't like my. I still don't like it.
My crooked toe is, I think that part of my face is just like a little lower than my other part of my face.
That's called a stroke.
Yeah,
you
you
should
just-
get that
it's-
checked
no,
out.
You're just having a
it's
long-
like, no, like the bone structure,
prolonged
you know?
stroke.
Prolonged stroke.
We call it a sloke.
We call it hey, slow stroke. But so what I would do to like make up for it is I would tilt my head all of my life, just like slightly, so that people just didn't notice.
Just force perspective.
Yeah, well,
Fun.
and so I went to this doctor once because I was a musical theater guy, and I went to an ENT, an ears, nose, throat doctor, and they were checking my larynx, and they were feeling my neck to just feel weird, and they're like, one muscle in your neck is way stronger than the other muscle in your
Because
neck.
you've been tilted.
Because I've been tilting all my life, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And,
Fun.
and they're like, we gotta fix that.
Oh.
And so they prescribed me to like tilt my head this way for like 30 minutes a day. or
Whoa. Funny.
something.
Prescribed, huh?
Yeah, it was like physical
That's an
therapy.
interesting prescription.
Had to go to the pharmacy and pick it up.
So, okay, one random story about that. What inspired me about that was random prescriptions. Like a doctor can just prescribe anything
Right.
to you.
Right.
So my older brother, who is crazy, but he also has a PhD in psychology, was dating this girl who had pretty severe OCD, where she believed, irrationally, as some OCD people do, that if I don't do these tasks, something irrational will happen.
Sure.
So for her, she thought she would turn into a man. If I don't jiggle this, if I don't do whatever. She's like, I know it's irrational, but I
Right,
believe
right.
it. That's her
Interesting.
motivating factor.
Right.
And so my brother prescribed her to look at her genitals for 10 minutes a day. He's
Wait,
like, just look
Your
down.
brother.
My
to
PhD
his partner?
to his, he was dating her at the time.
Right.
Yes. And he's like, my professional opinion is you should, which is kind of like a snarky way of like, just look, it's there.
It's there.
Does he?
It's exposure therapy.
Can I also
Expose
get this
yourself
prescription from him?
You want to look at yourself? Do you feel guilty?
You need to look at her.
Have you guys ever done exposure therapy?
No,
No, I've
I have.
never needed to.
to yourself or prescribed?
No,
I'm
prescribed.
stronger than
people-
all things.
It's crazy stuff like that. I'm actually writing a TV show about it.
Wow.
About exposure therapy?
Yeah, about
Fun.
exposure therapy. There was this one time, I will not say these words because we're obviously on stream right now. But this guy had scrupulosity, which is religious OCD.
Sure.
And he was like my partner for the day, and we had a CA, and we would practice exposures with each other. And so
Practice exposures.
yeah, so like you do like exposure therapy, so it's like the genital thing.
Yeah,
like
sure.
you look at the genitals, but not like that. So
Yeah,
like
okay.
he came up and he's like, today's a doozies, guy. So in every whiteboard in like this little facility that I went to, he had to write, I am a sinner. I sin every day. And while he was doing that over and over and over, like Bart Simpson style, me and the CA had to yell obscenities at him.
What in the world?
And this
Yeah.
was not doctor prescribed.
Oh, this was doctor prescribed.
It was doctor prescribed.
But it was also just kind of for a fun time.
Well,
Like
for
you like-
him,
like you liked it.
No, I kind of liked it, but for him, he's like, yeah, this scares the crap out of me.
Interesting.
To acknowledge I'm a sinner and to hear swear words.
Well, yeah, I guess like irrationally, like you hear a swear word, obviously you're going to hell. You know.
Interesting.
hearing one, interesting.
You know, so kind of like that. And so like I was just nervous, and I was just like, I did not want to like come up with stuff, but I just had to, and I would just be like,
Bleepity
Blankety
bleep,
blank,
bleep.
blank, blank,
yeah,
blank, blank.
bleepity bleep bleep bleep, and it started getting like I went through all the ones that I knew, and so I started to have to become creative. 'Cause I
Yeah.
had to fill up the board.
Wow.
You're probably pretty good at roast shows now.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was like I was involving animals. It was crazy. It
Yeah,
was awful.
cool.
It was wild.
That's weird.
Well, speaking of animals, I want to do another segment with you guys called Science, Facts, and Lies.
Okay.
Here's how this is going to work. I want you to think of a fun science or nature or animal fact, and I also want you to come up with a lie. But that might sound true. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go around, and we're all going to give one fact.
Okay.
And then we're going to go around again, and then we're going to talk again, and we're going to guess which ones we think are facts and lies.
Okay, so it's
Got it?
kind of like a two truths and a lie.
Kind of a two truths, but just
Okay.
one truth, one lie.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
about science and animals.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
all right, does everyone have theirs? Mm-hmm. You
Yeah,
got yours? You
I
got
think
yours?
so.
Okay, I'll start. All right, my first animal fact, and you might have a distinct advantage on this, so just play along.
Okay.
Play along. My first animal fact is that if you were to take all the ants in the world and put them in a giant ball, you would have enough ants to sculpt a Danny DeVito sculpture. You would have enough ants to sculpt a Danny DeVito sculpture for every human being on the planet.
Okay. Yep.
And Jackson?
And okay, my fact: dogs literally cannot feel spite. They are too loving.
My animal fact or lie is that female hyenas have a false wiener.
Cool. We'll talk about it. We'll get there. All right. Another animal fact is that emperor penguins go through a polyamorous phase.
Mosquitoes live only 24 hours.
Giraffe necks, as like charted over the last few decades, they've been getting shorter.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's global warming, but it's been getting shorter.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, we're all going to take a turn and take a stab at it. So my first one is, Adam, I think the hyena member, I think that's the lie.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Is
Oh,
yeah.
well, are you
is
going to
it?
confirm or deny, or do we want
No,
to wait?
I'm gonna wait for Jackson. I think.
okay.
Are we discussing?
Yeah, no,
it?
yeah,
No, it makes sense,
so
it makes sense.
I agree with that. I think the wee hyena.
Is
The wee
false.
wee hyena.
And you think giraffes are getting shorter?
hyena.
You think giraffes are getting shorter?
There's no prize, Adam.
You think giraffes, the tall animals, like their whole thing. They're
known
think they
for
would allow
necks?
themselves? They're going to allow themselves.
You think trees
think
are
giraffes
getting
are getting
shorter?
shorter?
well, they're getting endangered.
You idiots!
All right, Jackson, you want to...
Hyenas have a false member as the females. Yeah, they've got false wieners.
As the females,
Hold on,
the
hold on,
females.
did you reveal it?
Yeah,
Okay.
he did.
you asked if I was going to reveal it. And then I did.
So hyenas,
Hyenas
really do have
female
a false...
hyenas have a false member.
false member.
that
False
crazy?
member.
And giraffes still being giraffes all day, dude.
They tall, is that?
They tall and they love it.
Okay.
Yeah,
They're just getting taller.
and
Apparently,
they fight with their necks. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, they whip it around.
Yeah, it's wild.
That's what they did in Land Before Time with like the long necks.
It's modeled after that, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Do you want to make an accusation?
Of Jackson's
Or mine?
or yours? Well, okay. Remind us again.
Dogs can't
feel spite.
and mosquitoes only live for 24 hours.
Oh, that's tricky because I know people always say that about flies living 24 hours, and I know that it's false. It's actually like,
A month.
yeah, it's a little bit of time. So I'm wondering if you're off that. But the other part is, how do you psychologically understand the emotions of a dog? Like, that's some guesswork.
Yeah.
Gonna lay a dog down on his dog bed and like have a therapy session. You ever felt spite? Based on Scooby-Doo analysis. So I feel like it's got to be that one. It's got to be the dog. How do you emotionally know what a dog can and can't feel?
Okay.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, what do you think?
Yeah, I think the idea that something as complex as a mosquito will only live one day, like, is crazy to me. So I'm going to say that dogs can't feel spite because I think I heard a fact that humans are the only animals that can feel spite. That's been proven to feel spite. So that would make sense to me. You can make a pretty good claim. Cats can't feel spite or elephants can't feel spite.
And dogs can definitely be mean. Like
Yeah.
I've had a neighbor's dog who every time anybody approached it, it was upset. But I guess that's not spite.
Spite would be like, I'm going to
You do
destroy
something
your
wrong.
computer just because I don't like you.
There's some dogs like that.
Okay.
All right, Jackson, reveal the
All
truth.
dogs go to heaven except for the ones that go to purgatory.
So it's the mosquito one.
That's true or false?
That's false.
Yeah.
Mosquito one was totally false because
How do they know dogs can't feel spite?
because they say that like Zach said, humans are the only animals that can feel spite, because as much as like a dog will like fight with other dogs, like it won't be like I'm going down, or you're going down and I'm going down with you, you know, type of thing, like going with the ship. Like you can never, like a dog will always fight out of like self-preservation. You
But
know?
we'll do things that'll hurt ourselves just
Yeah.
to hurt the other people.
Yeah, yeah.
So I've been trying to tank this recording the whole time.
Oh, you're just like,
You think giraffe?
You shouldn't have done so well with the stand-up bit then.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, that was amazing.
Jeez, that's so amazing.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah, that's me.
All right, Adam.
Yours, remind us of
Yeah,
yours
remind
again.
me.
Ants, Danny DeVito.
And Stanley DeVito.
Emperor penguins polyamorous.
Okay, so I think the penguins going through a polyamorous phase is a lie, because it's not a phase, it's life choice. And I think it demeans I think it demeans a penguin's choice to list it as just a phase.
All right, see, you're going with,
Family dynamics are
going
different.
with Danny DeVito.
Oh yeah, whereas Danny DeVito, yeah, I bet ants would just do that
Well,
on their own.
Jackson.
well, it's just I wonder about the Danny DeVito one because is it like what kind of ants are we talking about here?
All ants.
All ants?
All ants. ANTS.
Yeah, not
Ants.
Not ants.
Yeah.
Not my aunt.
If you rolled up all the aunts in the world,
you know, I want to say the Danny DeVito one
is false.
Is the truth of the lie?
is a lie. Is a lie because
You would be really good at, you know, those guards who guard the fake door that they're like, one of us tells truths and the other tells lies. And
Yeah.
You can't tell which one. And they speak ambiguously. That's like what you're doing.
That's
where
how
you're
I
like,
speak.
I guess this one. And you're like, in which direction? I guess it. That is the one of which I guess.
It's bigger than two. You know, two what? I'll never tell. Yeah, like, I think the Danny DeVito one is a lie, just because of like the volume of it. I don't know about mass necessarily.
Oh, so we're at odds.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think that ants would make up Danny DeVito?
Don't you use my bit at me. Don't you dare.
What do you do for a living? The Danny
doesn't
DeVito one
Is
the truth.
okay. We gotta specify.
Wait.
Is the truth.
Is the truth.
In the
Is
Emperor
true fact.
Penguins,
Of course, polyamorous is a life
it's
choice.
a life choice.
Of
A
course, it is.
phase. How
I'd
ridiculous.
never say that. And Jackson acted that way because I mentioned that science fact yesterday, so you got to see Jackson's acting. It's like,
Yeah.
well,
You
I
already
think-
knew?
I'm an actor. Wow.
You already knew.
He's
I already
creating
knew.
a TV
I already
show.
knew. I'm creating a TV show.
So this was just to
About
make me a
exposure.
fool. So,
I mean, you
Revenge.
did
I gotta write that.
rave about giraffes for a good solid minute.
well, I didn't realize I was hanging out with two idiots.
And we just proved that spite does exist in humans.
Yeah,
I
it
think
does.
giraffes are getting shorter. Giraffes would never let themselves get shorter.
wait, they're getting in. I would believe it because they're
never allow themselves to
No.
get. They would become
No.
horses.
become
No.
horses. No, because
Yes.
they have those weird.
Next science
Do you
fact.
call it-
giraffes that are short become horses?
No, do you call
True or false?
zebras? Are zebras horses?
Zebras are dogs.
No.
Guys, I think it's time for an improv challenge. Here's my challenge. My challenge
That was
for
a
you.
bird call.
Caw-caw-caw-caw-caw.
Caw-caw.
My challenge for you two is to do a scene as angels pitching to God humans. You're having a pitch session about humans. Whenever you're ready, take it away.
Okay, so the monkey thing's been working for a while now.
So good. You're a genius, God.
I'll be honest. When I first saw a banana, I was like, "We're gonna peel it this way," and then that monkey got a hold of it. You remember what happened?
Oh, and he built it the other way.
Flipped it right
Flipped it
upside
right
down
down,
like it was a
pinched it.
blizzard, which we sell here in heaven because they are divine.
Fine.
And just peeled it right up, and I was like, "This genius monkey." But what would be more genius than a genius monkey?
A Homo sapien.
A
And I
Homo
know,
sapien.
some of those words in there might take you
Yeah,
off.
they trigger you a little bit depending on the belief. But
Yeah,
anyway.
I mean, just hear us out.
yeah,
Less hair. That's it.
yeah.
That's it. No tail.
And instead of like really loving trees, they've got this thing for caves.
Yeah.
You know, like they really like caves. They'll just build caves wherever they go.
You know, and why don't we just sprinkle in some spite? You know,
Yeah.
just
I thought we were saving that up for the dogs.
No. The dog's got to be man's best friend, which is our next phase of
That's
the
a
plan.
good point.
Yeah.
You know how the dogs have been lonely, and they need a
They
best
need a
friend.
best friend. That cats, nobody wants cats to be their best friend.
No, not at
No.
all. Anyway, but sharks, we are here today to present to you. We call this one Adam. He's our first, and I know what you're thinking. Couple too many ribs on him, right?
Right,
We've got a plan for that.
You're gonna just rip it on out and make another.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have the funding necessarily for a woman, as you would like to call it.
Yes.
Just yet. So we're asking for like 90% of our agency.
Yeah. A couple the pavement.
Yeah.
A couple street pavements because
Couple
they're
street
paved with
pavement.
gold.
Yeah, paved with gold.
So that'll cover the price.
Right, and for just you making a woman, you know, and we want to plant a tree.
Yes. So we thought, what would be the most straightforward way to get? We're not going to get into that.
No,
but actually,
yeah,
it's going to get divisive.
that's a you thing.
That's a you thing.
Okay.
But humans. You're not getting the praise that you really deserve down there. Like snakes, they're not praising you at all. The way I would love to crush their heads under my feet,
Oh
right?
my gosh, fish. You know, we can multiply them all we want.
Oh, yeah.
But they're never gonna be like, yeah, I love you.
Yeah, never gonna
Never-
happen. You
never
put that in
gonna
a couple baskets, you can feed a couple thousand people.
Oh my
But
gosh.
you're never gonna get the love and devotion you need from a fish.
So, humans, they will infest everything and probably ruin everything we've done to this point.
Yeah, they're a bit of a fixer-upper, which
Yeah.
I think is actually kind of fun, right? Because
Right.
what we're going to do is we're going to give them a lot of self-awareness so that they could accomplish quite a few things. But get this, anxieties. Oh.
And scene. Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Fun.
This one gets a crooked second toe. Jacuzzi socks. That's our next pitch
Yeah,
and our next product.
Hey, clothes. Hey, this is our fig leaf line.
We're still playing. We're still having fun.
All right, we got time for one more game, and then we'll do some Q&A if there's any questions on the stream.
My Zoom.
This game is one I just invented. It's called Secret Tiff. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you an argument that you guys are going to be arguing about. However, whenever I go dun dun dun, you have to reveal a secret about yourself. That the in character, not a true secret, that the other character doesn't know. I'm justified in the scene.
Okay.
Not a true secret. Dang it.
All right, the suggestion, your Tiff that you're arguing over, whose turn is it with the car? Your siblings, you share a car. Whose turn is it with the car? Whenever you're ready, take it away.
I have a date tonight.
Yeah, and I have a basketball game tonight.
I'm taking my girlfriend to the basketball game. You can't use the car. I've got to take her to the game.
Dun dun dun.
I'm dating your girlfriend. Yeah. And I was gonna take her to the game.
Well, it sounds like we could just share the car
Dun dun dun.
that I wrecked last week. So no one's going to the game.
You evil craphead.
Yeah.
You're so mean.
You think I didn't know you were dating my girlfriend?
Dun dun dun.
I was dating you.
No, it can't be. Wait. Oh, I didn't mean to rip up your skin.
Ah, you killed me. That's a secret you were unaware of.
Oh, God.
Dun dun dun.
I can heal you.
Oh, that was
I
really
have
great.
magic powers.
That was amazing. How long have you had those for?
Dun dun dun.
I'm allergic to magic, though, so I'm breaking down to hives.
No.
Please, love me like a brother.
Dun dun dun.
I love you like a father, Dad.
Sorry, that was also my secret. I'm Tim Allen.
Dad. Brother, girlfriend.
Son lover.
Dun dun dun.
I'm being arrested right now for all of my sins.
And scene. That became a different game than I sometimes games just developed that way. It went so fast.
I can't believe you wanted that. I
Yeah,
can't
I
believe.
can't.
What else could you have wanted if not that by creating that game?
If not immediately going to dating
Son
siblings
lovers.
so fast.
Son lover.
Son.
All right. Well, if we have some
Your
comments, we
screen
have a
name.
little time for YouTube comments. Gabe, what do we got on the board?
It's my Match.com.
Jeez. Nothing nice.
We don't have any fresh comments and questions, but from the very beginning of the stream, we have a few. Amelia said, "Help, I scrolled through your whole shorts feed and laughed at everything."
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice to say.
That's not a question, but
Thanks,
thank you.
Amelia.
Well, but how are you going to help her?
Oh.
Oh,
We'll post more.
Well, yeah.
rewatch.
Post more.
Laugh again.
Okay.
Better than laughing once.
We do these Monday through Fridays, right?
Yeah.
Right? We're
There
gonna
were
help
some
you good.
new choice fans in the chat.
Surprise, surprise.
Well, they were asking for new choice.
Oh.
They were.
Well, one time we didn't do it. That's on you
Yep.
guys.
It's on us.
We made a new choice.
We were-
Gotcha.
We were talking too much about dogs.
Heinous.
Hyenas.
Oh, here we go. A new
Oh.
question from Castleguard. How long has this been going on, and why did this start? I think we just started streaming this week.
This week, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
So we are victims to the content machine. We have to feed the algorithm constantly, or we'll be forgotten.
And that's the enthusiastic response those fans wanted.
Not. We do this for you.
We're trapped.
Your enjoyment, your laughters.
We're trapped in a bargain with the devil.
I mean, it's all about the art. No, so we've recently had some YouTube growth. We just did 150,000 followers, and we're like, hey, maybe that's it. Because every time you stream before, it's always like 2 people. Cool,
Yeah.
not worth my time. But if it's like there's a potential of 150,000 people might watch us, totally worth our time.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to do it every
And
day to
20
get some
jump on.
long form content and yeah.
And as far as Improv Broadway, like the club, because this is a club, it's been going on for 6 years?
Almost 10 years.
10 years?
Well, more than 10 years. Almost.
Improv Broadway?
No, next year's 10 years.
I was way off.
Yeah.
You
I thought I'd
started in
only-
2014?
August 2014 is when we started.
Wow. I've been doing improv for longer than I realized. Too long. I keep telling people I've been doing it in a decade.
Guys, you guys, this theater's older than me.
That can't be true.
That's right. You're a baby who can
not-
speak.
I'm a
Goo, goo, gaga.
baby.
Any other
Rock
questions?
Nope, that's it.
Awesome. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to improv every day. Thanks. Bye.
With Zach at Improv Broadway.
It's my job. It's my job.